secret hat I use sometimes. It says, make your smile great again. So I wear that when I work with my patients. So when they look horrified or complain, I quietly cut back on the laughing gas and say, you got this. It's not as bad as you think it is.
Meet Dr. Harleen Gruel. She's a board-certified dentist and the owner of Skyline Smiles in Santa Clarita, California. Not only did this doctor publicly brag about causing harm for patients, she also bragged about how she preferred that certain patients didn't come into her office altogether.
It was so much better in my office when the dents stayed home during COVID with their masks on. I wish they still did.
Unlike most people in the country, Dr. Gruel was celebrating a time when everyone was dying by the millions here in the United States because she had to serve less Democratic patients. Dr. Gruel has made it no secret that she is a MAGA supporter, and now she's publicly bragging about harming her patients intentionally. So if I were somebody and I wanted to comment on that or make sure that a business that intentionally harms patients never was allowed to do it again, this is the name of that business, in case you were a patient there and forgot.
Hi guys, this is Tina and you're welcome to the channel. So this MAGA dentist, Harleen Gruel, said she has a secret hat that says make smile great again, that she wears while attending to patients, and when they look horrified or complain, she reduces the laughing gas and says, you've got this, it's not as bad as you think. Now here is the problem guys, laughing gas is what relaxes patients and eases pain. So reducing or cutting it back means letting them feel more pain, like she's punishing patients who don't agree with her. And saying it while flashing a MAGA hat, that's what makes it political, like she's punishing patients who don't agree with her. What do you think guys? Well, let's dive in and see people's reactions to this.
Hi guys, let me tell you about Dr. Harleen Greenwald. She's a dentist out in California, and lately she's been all over the place because she had this little clip attached to her. She talks in a kind of conservative tone, like small talk about dinner or whatever, but either way she still went ahead and said it. And, wow, it was such an awkward moment to watch. She won't drag this out for you, but she said one thing that's absolutely worth pointing out. Yes, that's her, and that's her office. The wild part is I actually stopped by there to check if they addressed it at all, but they totally didn't. They were just busy posting these stories like patient testimonials and stuff like they tanned. I bet you think she's Republican, so they act like everything is fine, but deep down they know, cause they already shut the comments off. They don't even let people reply, and honestly, that's kind of disturbing. More than just the surface level stuff, it makes me question what they do with kids' cause in that video. That's exactly how it looked like. Didn't you catch that? They choose kids' pain meds based on what their parents believe politically. You didn't flat out say it. I'm not making claims. I'm just asking, but it really made me wonder if she's doing this on purpose, because let's be real, early September, like around the 9th, she dropped this post like, did you seriously type that out and publish iTanned?
After all the controversy that Dr. Harleen Gruel received yesterday due to an old video of her resurfacing where she claimed to purposely inflict pain on a certain group of her patients, this is what she had to say today.
And on social media, today Dr. Grewal allowed cameras into her dental practice and agreed to an interview, saying that the controversy was driven by someone trying to cancel her. She says a few months ago she was investigated and cleared by the California Dental Board.
You heard a couple of months ago, she got investigated with the dental board and they couldn't find anything. However, that sparked my curiosity, so I looked over her business license. Turns out she has 3 open claims about operating under a fictitious name permit, meaning that the name that she's utilizing for her business, she shouldn't be using it. And here is why.
Hey everyone, my name is Deepak Navil. I am the dentist and founder at Skyline Smiles here in Chicago, Illinois. I'm dealing with a little bit of a social media crisis because of a viral video that came out from a dentist practicing in California. Do not have any affiliation with her. She's been using our federally recognized trademark name, Skyline Smiles, for many years without our permission.
So there you have it. Please, if you left any terrible comments on their Chicago TikTok account, or if you left any terrible Google review, please take it down because you're hurting the wrong business.
Dr. Harleen Gruel, she owns her Skyline Smiles Dentistry. She has her med spa, and she also manages her husband's neurology office as well, and we'll get to that in the next video. Just drop if you want some information and I'll drop that video afterwards. But let's talk about her med spa. It's called Mind Body Infusion, and it's also in Santa Clarita. So they are a full service med spa in Santa Clarita, and here's some more information if you would like. All you just got to do is go on their Instagram, go on their Facebook, go on Google, and while you're at Google, make sure to stop by and leave them a great review, because this is the same provider, Dr. Harleen Grenwall. And if you click on the link above or on the comment above, you'll go back to my video exposing how she decided to go up on a little podium and say, oh, you know what? When I wear my Make Smiles Great Again hat to my consultation with my patients and they give me a little funny look, I lower that little gas, and just let them feel the pain a little bit because, they can deal with it. This is a medical provider. You are taking an oath. You have patients that are sitting at your table, sitting at your chair, sitting in front of you in your office that are vulnerable, that have insecurities, that may have medical fears, that have some sort of problem. They're coming in trusting you as a provider. And here you are saying that because of their politics, you treat them differently. And the most interesting part is literally when you go on the website for the med spa, they're talking about, we're ready to help you look and feel your best. And they talk about providing the highest quality of care. So let me ask you, Dr. Harleen Grenwall, and your husband and your entire staff at Skyline Smiles and at your med spa, Mind Body Infusion, how can you give your patients the highest quality of care if you're discriminating them based on their political views? Tell me, how are you going to decrease the pain medication for certain patients and allow them to feel discomfort in a most vulnerable moment when they're sitting in your chair, when they're sitting in your office, just based on who they voted for or the political beliefs they have? It's very interesting how y'all work. If you are not a cult, why do you act like one? Because as a medical provider, you should be offering the best quality care, regardless of who sits in front of you. So this is what we're going to do. Just like for Skyline Miles, we're all going to go to Mind Body Infusion. You can head over to their Google page right now, and it's called Mind Body Infusion Med Spa, located in Santa Clarita, California. And you can leave them a review. Leave them a review so future prospective clients, patients can know the type of provider that they're going to be getting, so that people can know that any business associate, any staff, anybody that frequents and goes to this med spa and will deal with you at this med spa, the kind of person and leadership that they're under with Dr. Harleen Grenwall, someone who will decrease pain medication depending on your political views.
So I have a secret hat I use sometimes. It says, make your smile great again. So I wear that when I work with my patients. So when they look horrified or complain, I quietly cut back on the laughing gas and say, you got this. It's not as bad as you think it is.
Meet Dr. Harleen Grenwall. She's a board-certified dentist and the owner of Skyline Smiles in Santa Clarita, California. Not only did this doctor publicly brag about causing harm for patients, she also bragged about how she preferred that certain patients didn't come into her office altogether.
It was so much better in my office when the dents stayed home during COVID with their masks on. I wish they still did.
Unlike most people in the country, Dr. Grenwall was celebrating a time when everyone was dying by the millions here in the United States because she had to serve less Democratic patients. Dr. Grenwall has made it no secret that she is a MAGA supporter, and now she's publicly bragging about harming her patients intentionally. So if I were somebody and I wanted to comment on that or make sure that a business that intentionally harms patients never was allowed to do it again, this is the name of that business, in case you were a patient there and forgot.
So guys, whether it's a joke or not, is disturbing, because in healthcare, your comfort should never ever depend on your politics. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Do well to like, share, and of course, subscribe to support the channel. Till next time, bye.